Hello, my wonderful, beautiful Cancers. Welcome to Taurus Lady channel. These are your love-related messages for the month of November. I hope you're doing well, Cancers. You're holding on tightly throughout this, peak of Mercury retrograde. So we're gonna look into how do they see you? How are you being viewed by a person you're thinking of right now? We're talking here about romantic love, so someone, whoever you're thinking of or exists in the love department of yours. And we're gonna look into how do you see them. Remember, these two sides can go vice versa, okay? So you might be feeling like this side resonates more than the other one, so feel free to switch the sides whenever you want to. But here on the right hand side, when I was pulling cards, this is how do they see you. On the left hand side, how do you see them? Here, what is the main blockage on this card? What is the outcome? Overall energy, the theme of the reading, and we've got here the piece of advice for you and the person you're dealing with, because this reading is not just for you, Cancers, but also for your cross watchers. So let's begin. So Cancer, this is a Mercury retrograde, and I've done a reading earlier for Gemini, and I've also had this card. But the overall energy is taking a break from this connection, taking a break from, whether you've been in a relationship, whether you've been dating, because it's been taking a break from connection because it's been overwhelming emotionally. Like this person, if you look at it, they're just about to collapse, okay? They've been carrying so many wounds, okay? This is 10 of Wounds. This is basically what happens after you've been involved in a relationship, when you've got lots of ups and downs, and no surprise, so for Selena Gomez, no surprise that she released this song, I had to lose you to love me, throughout this Mercury retrograde season in Scorpio seasons, because this is the season when things coming out to the surface, okay? And maybe you've realized, Cancer, that it's about time in the recent past or recent past. You might be realizing now, and in the next week or so, that it's about time, you basically did what Selena Gomez done, okay? Well, that was a long time ago, but what I mean by that, you need to, lose someone, you need to lose someone to love yourself, okay? And maybe that's what it is. You're losing someone, you're leaving someone behind, you're walking away from someone in order to love yourself, Cancer here, okay? Taking a break because there was too much hassle, this connection, okay? This person sometimes comes back. It's like someone may need a break, maybe from Mercury retrograde here, whether you or the person you're dealing with, Cancer, to heal, to sort their head out, because from Mercury retrograde there's so many things, thoughts running through our head to do with the past, to do with love, because Scorpio is all about love. So you might find yourself thinking, obsessively about your connection, the person you like or love. And for that reason, you may decide, what, I need to lock myself in the house and just be alone. So here, there is, a break. There is a break from a connection because it was emotionally draining, okay? So that's what you might be doing. You might be on a break, Cancer. If you haven't taken that break, I would advise you to probably do so throughout the next few weeks. So let's begin. How do they see you? And they see you with Temperance card, Cancer, okay? So they see you being very, very patient. All right, you're quite balanced as well, you avoiding any drama with Temperance, okay? Whenever someone is trying to push your buttons, you walking away from this. So that's like a big change as well, they've noticed, and they like this about you. They see you being very patient. Maybe you've been very patient with them as well, okay? You emotionally balanced, you tend to avoid drama, okay? And they really like this about you. At the same time, they also see you currently as if you You might be in a process of healing, meditating on this connection, like I've said. Maybe you have, taken a time away from this connection, and now you're sitting on it or sleeping on it, which is a very smart thing to do from Mercury retrograde, okay? With Four of Wands. In this card, basically, the person in this card, they self-reflecting on the performance that, how they perform in a relationship in the past, possibly, okay? And they're trying to recover from something that did not work out, okay? And throughout this time, they may see, maybe that's what you're doing, Cancer. Like I said, locking yourself in the house, being alone, and really meditating, self-reflecting on yourself. If I was to do that all over again, how would I have reacted? Would I have done the same thing or different thing? Okay, you are meditating on the past, and you recovering from the past. You healing. This is the process of healing, recovering. Okay, gathering your strength. You may be facing something that happened in the past, analyzing. Okay, they see you doing this, and I think for that reason, because we've got Mercury retrograde, the past is revisiting you. You taking a taking a break from this connection. Even if you're with a new person, you may not be in the right mind frame, to like move forward, because you might have the past sort of, revisiting you and being on your mind. So you need to heal this. You might be healing right now, okay? So you're patient, they see you healing, meditating, self-reflecting, isolating yourself, because you're trying to, to understand what happened in the past and clear your head. And once you clear your head, you will get your strength back, and you'll be able to sort of start all over again, maybe in love, The also view of Queen of Cups, okay, they see as someone who's very compassionate, very attractive, someone who's here in this world to teach people about the meaning and the importance of love, the value of love, okay? You're very compassionate, okay? This is your card, definitely. You're very emotional, and they absolutely love this about you. They love how understanding you are, how compassionate you are. And they know you've got, love for them. You've got emotions, deep emotions for them. Even if you're not together for certain reasons, they know that they can count on you. How do you view them, a Cancer? Well, you view them with the Death. This is a Scorpio's card, okay? So you view them possibly as if, this is the end of the cycle. Maybe you think, you've decided that this is it, with them. But also, this card is talking about negative patterns of, their behavior. So maybe they keep making the same mistake over and over again. And that there's something toxic they're doing. They might have addiction. They might be, cheating on you. They might be doing something that is toxic. It's not right. And something that quite simply is, holding you back and putting like you two back into square one. So they've got some toxic thing to sort out. Or maybe more than anything, you see them as if this is the end of the cycle, okay? Like they were maybe a little bit toxic to you for some reasons, okay? You kept forgiving them, as the Queen of Cups does. You kept showing understanding, Cancer, okay? But I feel like throughout Scorpio seasons, you might be like, no, I can't keep forgiving. I can't keep repeating the same story over again, okay? So for that reason, you may choose and demand to be left alone throughout this season, November. You also view them with Four of Cups. So you feel like they took your love for granted, okay? Possibly they rejected you. Remember, the sides could go vice versa, okay? And that is why you view them with the end of the cycle, okay? Mistreat me once, shame on me. Mistreat me twice, well then, I don't know how that saying goes, but you know what I mean, with cancers, the way you are, you're very loyal. And yes, sometimes you do give more chances than you should as the Queen of Cups. But I feel like Mercury retrograde and Scorpio season is making you aware that, you don't have to for always forgive. And sometimes people will hold you back. They will, they will stop you from moving forward. And no matter how hard you try and how many times you forgive, they'll always put you back to square one. So sometimes the best thing to do is to literally, close the door, close the chapter for a new chapter to open. But at the same time, you see them with judgment. So maybe, you might be hearing from them. You might have heard from them already. Maybe they want to meet up with you, talk to you. This is the card of reconciliation, meeting up, discussing and clearing the air. There's some unfinished business here, something that you two got to talk about, okay? It doesn't mean you're going to end up together, but it will be good for both of you to sit down, okay? And with this card, because that's how you view them, the card is on that side. It feels like, they might be reaching out to you, Cancer, okay? They might be reaching out to you, and they may want to clear the air and discuss why things, work out the way they did. But my only worry with you here is now, you completely isolating yourself, and you may choose or refuse to, to accept the invite to sort of this reconciliation meeting in the park, etc. Okay, judgment. Okay, I mean, it's healthy to talk about things before moving on, but I'm not sure if you are ready for this, Cancer, because you're still healing. You're not ready. I feel like you're not ready for this. Okay, the main blockage between you two, Cancer, is the King of Wands. So here we've got someone who's a go-getter. You might have been dealing with a fire star sign, because we've got here a few cards telling me we've got like Aries twice here. Okay, this might be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. King of Wands, someone who's a go-getter. They focus on work more than on you. So someone here was a little bit more focused on themselves rather than on this connection. Sometimes King of Wands is seen as someone who's a little bit selfish, okay? Maybe because they were so focused on the work, on the goal, Cancer. I feel like here, because I don't think like it's you. Well, it could be, of course. Someone is like not on purpose, but ignoring someone else's emotions because they're so focused on achieving the success or achieving the goals, okay? So they miss out, like they forget to check in with, how the partner has been feeling. And yeah, someone here is selfish and they just want what they want, and they don't really, listen to the other person, because when they in like there might be like a workaholic or someone who really wants to achieve something, and they may end up sort of missing, not paying attention to the emotion of the person they're with if they've been in a relationship. Okay, so selfish energy, go-getter, someone who really likes to work. This could be Aries energy here. It's like they know what they want and there's no stopping them. Okay. And now the outcome we've got is the Emperor, controlling issues. Someone here wants to control someone and someone doesn't want to be controlled. Someone has got controlling issues. So the outcome is for you to controlling issues. So someone here is the Emperor. Again, could be Aries, someone who likes to have things in order. They like things the way they want them to be. And this leads to sort of control. One of you might be feeling you might have felt controlled by this person, or simply you two, the outcome is controlling issues, something that's got to be looked at, okay? Now, the piece of advice here is quite interesting. We've got Page of Wands and we've got the Hierophant, okay? So I feel like, again, we've got fiery energy, fire stars, and we've got earth. We've got Taurus card. Taurus is very stubborn, okay? They set they like the things to be in the same way. They follow the values. They don't like to do anything that's outside of the comfort zone. But Page of Wands is Pisces energy, you know. Page of Wands, he likes adventure, you know. He's very passionate. He will follow his passion. And I feel like we've got two opposites in this reading, and I feel like it might be you, you know, the Hierophant, because you're a little bit similar to Cancer in a way, you know, you like tradition, you like marriage, Cancer, you like values, but the person you're dealing with, they're a bit more of a free spirit. So you might be quite opposite. So, you know, it's important for you to understand each other. They need to understand your need for stability, for emotional security, your desire for having family, and your values that are sometimes set in stones, you know, but there's nothing wrong with that. And you may need to understand, you know, that there's nothing wrong with being a free spirit, you know, as long as they can commit to you. Because Page, that's the thing, I need to say that. Another message here is Page of Wands is a new beginning, but Page of Wands is someone who doesn't like to commit. So I feel like you really want a commitment, Cancer, but this person, yeah, they're in and out. They're like all over the place when it comes to commitment. And this is where the issue is, okay? You perhaps want a commitment. You want something stable, secure. But they are the opposite. Like, we've got opposite energies. You know, Page of Wands, they're in and out. They don't like to commit or put a label on things, but you may want to take things to the next level. So the advice is, you know, you got to be able, for you to be together, you got to be able to, for you, Cancer, not to be stubborn. And for Page of Wands, whoever you're dealing with, they need to understand your need for security and why you want, you know, to get married, why you want to have something stable in your life. You know, because if you're dealing with a fire star, they may not get that. So yeah. Now, let me look into... Let's just clarify the blockage, King of Wands. Sorry, my card's a bit messed up. King of Wands. Okay, again, Judgment, reconciliation. So the blockage is, you know, wow, reconciliation. Or someone, it's also about self-reflection. So the blockage is someone has not self-reflected on themselves here. Okay, so this person you're dealing with, Cancer, they haven't self-reflect on themselves, and maybe that's the message here as well. You view them as someone who hasn't got ability to self-reflect on themselves. And the main outcome, controlling issues. Someone likes things to be in order, and they got to be the way they want to be, and they don't like to compromise. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups. Whoa. Okay. We also got a love offer here. So someone, you know, the outcome is there is a love offer here. Maybe from Aries, if you're dealing with Aries, okay? But it's like they will be the one in control of it. And they want to be in control of it. But there is a love offer here from an earth sign possibly as well. You might be dealing with Taurus, Cancer, okay? They're a little bit like that. I'm a Taurus. I know we sometimes a little bit possessive, right? Might be with a possessive person. The outcome is positive here. Well, the Emperor might be coming towards you with a love offer. This could be Aries or even Taurus, okay? And that would be your wish fulfilled. So, wow. That's the outcome here, okay? Knight of Cups. But Knight of Cups is a very slow energy, okay? But it's an earth sign, okay? But again, this person, this earth sign possibly, whoever it is, they want to control you. I feel like it, okay? All right. Let me get one more card for the outcome just to sort of get a better picture, because I'm a little bit confused. Wow. We got 10 of Cups. Okay, so it's a nice card, 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups, it's like, you know, possibly you could be 100% fulfilled emotionally with this person. With 7 of Wands, you know, just just make sure that, you know, you don't get defensive whenever they when they come across quite controlling. Don't get defensive, Cancer, and don't end up like, you know, arguing over it. Try to understand that if they are the King of Wands, okay, and the Emperor, you know, they can't help themselves. Sorry, I keep stuttering. And if you are dealing with a Taurus or someone who's got like a Hierophant's energy, you know, they just quite stubborn. That's the thing, you know. Or this could be your energy. And we've got two opposites here, right? Two opposites. Someone who's got free spirit, doesn't like to commit, and someone who really wants commitment. So you got to meet each other halfway through if you are to make it work. That's how I see it. Right. So, and I just want to pull one more card from the messages from the spirit guides. Where are they? I just pull one card. Okay, we've got, gorilla. Okay. Take the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members, okay? So it's about taking the time to listen compassionately to those you love, especially your family members. Let's see if we can get more onto this gorilla. Whoa. Just a few more information. Okay, Cancer, take time to have a conversation, starting with relatively superficial topics, then moving into more in-depth. Well, sorry, I'm just going to skip this. People are constantly changing and evolving, adding new experiences and insights. Who someone is today, while built on a foundation of a core self, changes and is continuously elaborating on that core self. Find the newness and freshness in those you love, which includes both your biological and marital families, as well as your close friends whom you informally adopt as family. So we're thinking here of family, strength, generosity, intelligence, patience, loyalty, but more than anything, take time to listen compassionately to this person maybe as well, okay? I know you are very compassionate, but you might have been losing patience with them throughout the Mercury retrograde. Though the cards say you are being patient, okay? I hope this is not too messy, Cancers. So basically, my advice to you is to meet each other halfway through, okay? And it's okay if you need to have a break from Mercury retrograde. It's very difficult to deal with all this energy surrounding us, okay? And when you're ready, when you finish this healing process, meditating, when you're ready, pick yourself up and, you know, and accept that invitation to the park where you could sit down and, you know, and talk things over. Because there's a potential here for, you know, for 10 of Cups, for family, for being fulfilled 100% emotionally. Though we have someone here who likes control, okay? But maybe, you know, you two can meet each other halfway through. But of course, it's entirely up to you. Cancer, this is your November messages. How do they see and how do you see them? Thank you very much. And I will see you next month, right before Christmas. Bye-bye.